Okay, so I'm back with my 2006 Scion XB air conditioning repair. I've replaced the compressor, the expansion valve, and the condenser. My last video I had it all apart and was expecting the parts to go a little different. I had ordered the expansion valve and condenser, but when I got to the parts store they said I had to completely redo the whole order to be able to get the lifetime warranty. It came all as one kit. So I'll start with that. This is the box the kit came in, the part number, and then it came with the compressor, which that's the part number on it. It came with the expansion valve, part number there, and it also came with the dryer. It didn't actually come with the condenser, but I actually ordered the condenser as well, which comes with a dryer. So this dryer is staying in the box since the dryer was already installed in the new coil or condenser. So part number on the condenser. Now one thing I'm going to point out on this condenser is here's my original one. This vehicle had been wrecked before and it didn't look damaged too bad, but it does look kind of warped to me. So I went ahead and replaced the condenser. Now if you'll notice, the new condenser is quite a bit larger than the original. I actually thought this was a problem at first, and then I found that there's actually mounting spots to accommodate the larger condenser. The original mounting went here, the new one goes here. The original bolts in the top, mine of course was missing a bolt, so once again it's been zip tied. Everything went back together pretty simply, just like you take it apart. One thing I will note was when putting the expansion valve back in, it was pretty hard to get to the rubber gaskets. You do want to replace all those gaskets, soak them in the PAG oil, and install new ones. Getting the old ones off, I ended up getting a pair of scissors because it had a pretty good sharp edge to where I could pry them out, but working in there was really tight. So I took these two screws loose, which allowed me to pull these hoses back, and there's gaskets also, the O-ring gaskets on the back side of those hoses, so I've replaced those as well. Pulling that back like that made that 10 times easier. I couldn't even see them where they were held in place here, because as you see they're up under the firewall a little bit. So that's something I would definitely recommend. Check your parts store. I would almost suggest going with the lifetime warranty. It was $480 for the compressor with the dryer and the expansion valve, and when I just bought the compressor by itself previously, it was $420. That came with a bottle of oil, and this actually also came with a bottle of oil in that little kit. So when you get the compressor, you're going to have these little fittings that are on the place of the original fittings. Those are under pressure, so be careful when you remove those. I actually took one of those off and the little black rubber grommet there shot out of it. So be mindful of that. It's the same with the condenser. It had these little metal ones on it, and they were also under pressure. When I took them loose, you could just let the pressure off pretty slow. But it is back together. My next step is to take it up to, well, after I get the bumper and the grill back in, I'm going to take it up to the mechanic shop and actually have them go ahead and pull a vacuum on it, maybe flush the system and recharge it. I'll leave that up to them, make sure there's no debris in it, and all my parts should be good as new, since they are new. Bye.